Hey, can you hear me? Oh, hello everyone. I'm really sorry. YouTube is just stupid. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why on earth it did that. Oh my days. It did it to Andy a few weeks ago and he's never been able to fix it, I don't think, have you?
No. Do you know how to do it then now?
No, I've just had to restart my stream. Oh my days. Right. Okay. I can see I have got a fair few of you already in here, which is wonderful. Catherine is coming in from Facebook, says hi to all, hope you're all having a good Labor Day weekend in the US. Okay, right. I have just popped in the chat a link to the new Facebook group. So if you've not had an invite and you've not found it, click on it. It's called Simply a Stitcher and Friends. And there are a couple of joining questions, which are just really because we do get people coming in who are bots.
If they're bots that know about stitching, that's fine. But
it's what's written in the answers more than anything. You can tell it's a bot because they come out with all kinds of garbly, computery type stuff. So let's see who we've got. We've got Red, Leslie, Patsy, Stitchy Pfeiffer, who is K. I want to say K. I could be wrong. I think it's K. Silver Stitches, Sandy, Leslie. I've already said hello to you, Leslie. Hannah Karen, Esther, Woo Woo, June, Cheryl, Gail, Ashley, nearly there, Ashley, for you. Ebony, Kelly, and Lucy. Hello to everybody. Yes, YouTube must be gremlins. Flipping gremlins. Hi, Celia. Oh, my goodness. Here we are, Sunday evening. It's 5 o'clock. How are we all doing? I am stitching, as you can see, on the beautiful Envy. I am 1,100 stitches in so far on my Sunday stitch this week on her. And thoroughly enjoying the time on her today. Oh. So what are you guys stitching on? I've seen there's a few pictures come up in the chat. Not in the chat, in the group, which is lovely. There's over 70 people in there now. So if you do have stitchy friends, do feel free to invite them. Anybody that may get value out of seeing the group and participating in it. But yeah, it's been quite lovely. Your eye's getting better, but no stitching yet. That's good to hear that you're feeling a little better there, Kelly. Now, Roy's Reg. Ebony working on Mini Together in Paris. Stitchy Pfeiffer being shouted at by the cat. I hear that one. Oh, dear. With a hate sale, I'm so tempted to get Envy, Lust and Vanity. Yes, it's there. Is it the Labor Day sale today? I've seen a few people that have been like, there's a sale. Maybe Ebony can be convinced into buying She Sleeps. Who knows? Okay. So just bear with them, just catching up on a couple of bits. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, just bear with 2 ticks, chaps. Cool. Right. Okay. Let's see. Red just chilling because ready for tomorrow's school opening. Way cheating starts tomorrow. Cheryl's on a Disney cross stitch. Helen, supersized Max Colour, daughter of the deep because of Little Miss Trouble. Nicola, oh dear. Hashtag Nicola made you do it. Let's see. Kelly's Cuts and Cruises at Red. School goes back here tomorrow too. Mini Spellkeeper Owl by Lisa Parker Hayes, 17.59% for Sandy. Lovely jubbly. Esther, oh, no, go back up. Gail, working on Tiger in Leaves and Flowers, a Joy Sunday kit. I saw your picture of that one. You'll start there, Gail, looking good. Nicola, I've been so good and resisted. Oh, Ebony. Nature Sampler by Tinsel Cross Stitch for Esther. Yeah, if you buy it tonight, Ebony, I think I should be shouldering the blame for that one, won't I? Okay. Silver Stitches can ask what Labour Day is. I'm sure I've been told, but I've forgotten. And also, is it really a fashion faux pas not to wear white after it? No idea. When I first saw Nicola doing avarice and realised there were 7 deadly sins, I went online and got them all. Lass. Okay. Ashley got Joan Elliott out again today. Witchy season means we're stitching a witch. Yep. Yes, it's the burr months, isn't it now? Pfeiffer's back. You'd think he was being starved. He could see the bottom of his food bowl, so of course for him it was empty. Yep. Patsy's still doing Diagon Alley, 24.35%. You're cracking through that, Patsy. Super job. Let's see, I've got Catherine coming in from Facebook. Working on Fergus, trying to get as much in as I can before I leave for home. Stitching will be on the back burner for a few months until I get back in November. 20.16%. Doing well there, though, Catherine. I saw you pick a Fergus in the group. It looks stunning. Right. If you have not had an invite from me already for the group, do click the link that I've pinned. And yeah, we'll add you in. Cheryl, you're in. Cool. Okay. It's 30 degrees and 55% humidity for Kelly. So the AC has been on for 3 hours already, and it's only just before noon. Oh, crikey. Be a hot one then. Red, you guys are rocking it with the percentages. Absolutely. Everybody's doing a cracking job. Ashley, so I have some not fantastic news before the wedding. Oh, dear. Share if you're happy to, Ashley. I'm a bit confuddled with the dragon, says Patsy. It looks a bit odd. It'll probably check itself out, I would say. Patsy, Silver Stitches was going to go for the chart pack, but I feel all in one file would confuse me. So I'm getting 3 now and 4 when I can. Yeah. I've got them all as 7 separate files. Ebony, oh yeah. Forgot to tell you, remember a couple of weeks back that I was crying because I gained, well, that week I lost £5 and got my Stone Award last week. Congratulations. Absolutely superb. That's amazing, Ebony. Well done. I guess it's not the time to tell you that I hit the 7 stone off mark this week. I finally got my 7 stone. Okay. My mother's been in hospital for a few days. Oh, no, Ashley. Is she okay? Well, obviously she's not okay. She's in hospital. But nothing too serious, I hope. Hey, Teresa. Lovely to see you. feel like I've got royalty in my chat now. With you and Karen coming in, I've definitely got flush tube royalty. I hope Karen's knocking about. She might be. Okay. Thanks, Ebony. Yeah, it's great to get there. £10.50 to go until I get to my goal. I am absolutely thrilled to bits about that because it won't be long. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Yeah, this one is Envy, Heaven and Earth Design. Actually, I should really get into habit, shouldn't I, showing the actual mock-up. I'm just so naughty. View mock-up. There we go. It's this one. This beauty that I'm doing. Let's see if I can just, there we go. Get it all in shot. So yeah, lots of greens on this one. Hey Ava, hey June. How far to go? On Envy, I'm 35% in. So still got 65% to go. June is here. We'll have to get off a little after 3. I'm starting some schooling for myself. Oh. Hey, Eneds and Gia. Oh, yeah, geez, it is. I already did Avarice, the first one. There are 7 in this series. So each of them are 240,000 stitches. Ashley, well, she's had a nasty infection in her feet due to her diabetes that hasn't been able to get under control, and she's having issues with the lungs. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. She had a fall a few weeks ago on cracked ribs. Oh, my days. Well, I'll be keeping everything crossed, Ashley, that she improves, you know, because we don't want anything to interfere with your wedding if we can help it. So we'll all be with you, I'm pretty sure. Another stone, £10. It's not quite a stone, Silver Stitches. A stone is 14. So yeah, it's not quite a stone. But it won't be long and I'll be counting down from 10. And I think Sandy said that she wanted to get to the counting down from 10 part, if I'm right. Yeah, let's just all sit and give some hand holding and thoughts and prayers for Ashley and her mum. Less than 2 weeks to the wedding. I really, really hope that your mum improves. Oh, Andy's here, by the way.
He is.
Sat quietly in the corner. Getting a few hellos for you now, love. From June and from Kelly.
Thank yous, thank yous.
Andy's had a bit of good news himself. Can I share?
Yeah, you can share as much as you want. I don't care.
Right, so you guys all know about Andy and his YouTube channel, his Village Idiot channel. Andy is going to be on national news this week because we have a channel here called GB News. And
this is kind of exclusive because I didn't
my own
friend,
this is an exclusive. GB News got in touch with Andy this week, and they're going to do an interview out on the road with him. And if they put the segment up on YouTube, which I think they probably will, what I'll do is I'll try and share it in my community tab.
Is Alice in, Nikki?
I haven't seen her is in there yet.
Say, cause,
yeah, so
that'll be the only person.
It is a bit of an exclusive,
unless Missy's in there, because Missy's in there as well.
Yeah. So you guys know first before even Andy's channel. It's the privilege of.
That's only because my live stream's not on tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? It's going to be amazing, and I just really hope that it gives this channel the kickstart that it needs.
Well, there's also that, but I'm also going to be having a couple of other media appearances when I get to Beverley at the weekend, because Driffield and Wolds Weekly are meeting me in Beverley Town Centre on Saturday. Calendar are potentially meeting me as well, but they still need to ring me yet.
Yeah.
And that woman who I spoke to in Cleethorpes is sending a photographer as well.
So, so Andy's going to be spending all week with the press this week.
So, yeah, there could even be more yet.
Okay. I'm going to put a link to his channel in. In fact, let's homepage rather than put a link to his channel in the chats, because I know that one or two of you are asking. Oh, flipping desktop's playing up now. Andy is going to be on national TV. So, yeah, it is about time. Absolutely. So the channel will be GB News, and it will be the latter part of the week. But there's a couple of papers as well, local newspapers are picking him up. He did have an article in Hull Daily Mail this week.
Well, the only reason...
Mentioned me as his ever so supportive wife. I was like, ooh.
GB News picked me up because of that article in the Hull Daily Mail.
Yeah, it was quite funny. Andy sat on, we sat in Cleethorpes on Monday last week, and he's talking to a reporter on a bank holiday Monday.
I'm surprised they were working on a bank holiday, actually, reporters.
Oh, yeah, news happens all the time, though, doesn't it?
Well, I guess it does, but even they need a break.
Yeah. Hey, Rosemary. Everybody's saying, go, Andy, very cool. Celebrate, get the champagne out.
We haven't got to Thursday yet. That's when the GB News will be meeting me.
It was quite funny because it was this last Thursday that the message came through. And we were in the car. We were just going like to the supermarket. And I'm a assistant on Andy's channel, on his Facebook stuff. And I'm like, oh, Andy, you've got a message here. Somebody wants to talk to you. Some reporter wants to talk to you. Didn't open the message.
Don't get me wrong. Reporters tend to talk to me all the time, but they tend to be like radio stations on local newspapers. And without meaning to sound horrible, they're not big fish.
Yeah, this is it.
But this is a big fish.
And I was like, oh, Andy, some reporter wants to talk to you. And hey, I'll have a look in a minute. Gets to our destination, and his jaw just literally went clang. And I'm like, what is it? And he went, it's GB News. And I was like, wow.
I haven't
Hi, Elaine.
I haven't managed to catch the biggest of the big fish yet. I haven't got ITV News, BBC National News.
Yeah, well, it's to be their move, won't it, after this?
Those are the two which are the sort of pinnacle. We get them, then we are talking.
So, yeah, it's just amazing.
I have been on telly before.
Yeah, we know you've been on telly before. You've been on Channel 4 on Steph's Packed Lunch, and you've been on BBC East Midlands and Look North, yeah. You've been on the radio, no end of times.
On the radio. I'm that experienced with the radio. I could present my own blooming show.
But yeah, it'll be a haircut this week. Won't it, dear?
Yeah.
What have I done here?
I don't know, what have you done? Have you got
I have missed a stitch. It's okay.
Oh, so have you got to frog?
No. I just got to add one on.
All right.
Just goes to show how good your channel is, Andy. Yep. There you go.
Well, it's going to get better.
Andy's going to be a celebrity. Oh, let's hope.
Well, I already feel like a little bit of a celebrity, but certainly not an A-lister. I think I'm more like a Z-lister.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be on a red carpet anytime soon.
No.
Hey, Catherine. How are you? So, yeah, it's all going, this house, you know.
It's about blooming time. Right.
A girl says, Checkers Plays Pop was a kids' game show back in the 80s, and I was on that when I was 13. Wow. Yes, I remember Checkers Plays Pop. Yeah, I remember that. True, Ashley, you never know, but no, I don't think I'll be on any red carpets anytime soon. Hey, Carla. Welcome from Portugal. How you doing?
Oh, your Portuguese one's in again.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, hang on. He's going to get the Googly Translate. I got interviewed.
I can't speak a word of Portuguese. I kind of need to. Right.
I got interviewed for a local paper that covered the county once, and my picture was in there. Brilliant.
What's the name, Nikki?
Carla.
Carla.
Yes. Catherine's good. Just finished reorganising the office. Super duper.
Right.
Oh, go on.
Boa noite, Carla. Você está bem?
There you go, Carla. I don't know what that said, but there you go.
Boa noite, Carla. Você está bem?
I think he's asking, good evening, Carla, and how are you? Am I right?
Words to that effect.
Words to that effect. Okay. Ashley got interviewed in the winner's circle at the racetrack where one of our horses won. Oh, that must have been great. Brenda says, congrats, Andy. Oh, gone all blurry.
Everything's so blurry.
Stupid camera. Let's move it up a bit. Watch Anthony's channel for the interview footage. Yeah, well, I have to, like I said, I'll have to see if I can find a file. And if I do, I'll be posting it everywhere I can think of. Buonanotte, Andy. Estu Benevoce. I probably butchered that.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway, Carla's speaking to you in Portuguese. Hey, Grace. I've linked it just a little further up, Grace. It is Andy, the village. It is the village idiot.
You know, me and Carla could have a conversation purely in Portuguese, and you wouldn't have a clue what we were saying.
Well, do you know what? If you start talking about me, I'll know. I sat in the audience for Game Show Connections, did apply to be a contestant, but didn't get on. I applied for a couple of game shows. I applied for The Chase. And I applied. I don't know if any of you ever watched that on Channel 5. It was like a lunchtime one. Was it 100 to 1 it was called, where you had 100 questions?
100%.
100%. Was it 100%?
100%. You're thinking of 15 to 1.
Oh, no, I couldn't do 15 to 1. I could watch the whole show and maybe answer one question.
Some of the questions on 15 to 1 were
hard, very hard.
Bloody difficult they were.
But it had to be the William G. Stewart version.
Oh, yes.
He was the epitome of quiz show mastery, William G. Stewart, on 15 to 1. We had some rubbish game shows, didn't we? Can you remember Going for Gold?
Oh, yeah, I can, yeah.
Well, I'll toss that with you. And I remember from a kid, 3-2-1 with Ted Rogers. That used to be fun. Would win Dusty Bin.
All right, good old Supermarket Sweep.
Supermarket Sweep, yeah.
Dale Winton.
So Carla says, good night, Andy, and I'm okay, and you?
Okay, hang on.
Silver Stitches, I wish I was brave enough to go on TV, but my anxiety creeps up when I am at the till after shopping, let alone standing on a podium or sitting in a black chair. Yeah, I hear you on that one. Yeah. Perhaps you love 3-2-1. The Price is Right was a good one. Yeah. Which one was the one that had the conveyor belt?
Generation game.
Generation game. Yeah, that's it. There was always a cuddly toy and a fondue set.
Yeah, Carla, here's my reply.
Not bad. Nikki has no
Oh,
idea what.
that was in English, sorry.
Well,
Nada mal. Nikki não tem ideia do que estamos dizendo.
so that says not bad, but Nikki has no idea what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I played the English version by mistake.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Bullseye. Oh my God, yeah. Bullseye. You know, speedboats are still knocking around in various places inland.
Stay out the black and in the red.
In this game for two in a bed. Oh my goodness, yes, Bullseye.
Let's have a look at what you could have won if you went to school.
Kale's just said that, looking at what you could have won.
Dear, Super Smash.
Yeah. Do you know what? I used to quite like watching. There were a few game shows. I used to like a few, you know, the Saturday night ones when I were a kid.
Big Break.
Now, you see, I never watched that until I was more of a grown-up because my family, my mum and dad particularly, didn't like snooker.
How can you not like snooker?
Well, quite easily, they didn't like it. They didn't like things like football either, or cricket, or, you know, golf, or horse racing, or...
Squash and sport, then.
No. No. I think my mother would... Yeah, she was not a fan. I didn't even watch the tennis. Funny, isn't it? Families do.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't get some of this 310 done. Oh, got me Fredo. Oh, I love the generation game, blankety blank, and every second counts.
Now, which version of Blankety Blank?
You see, now for me, it had to be the Les Dawson version.
No.
What do you mean?
Not Les Dawson version.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be the Bob Monkhouse version.
Well, what about the Billy Savage version?
No, that was a bit too cringe.
God, we could be talking on about game shows forever and more.
I know we could. Not much stitchy talk.
Game for a laugh. It wasn't a game show per se, but I used to enjoy that. Catherine's just said it's a knockout. Oh, blankety blank with Terry Wogan.
Did you do that?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
We did it after Les Dawson. Just trying to think, what else did we have? Just Voce equals you, but it's hard work to pronounce that. You see, I'm going to have to do some Portuguese lessoning to get Babel or something. Leslie, Bus Fair Home. Never watched that. Catherine's coming in. Where is it? On Facebook. Oh, I think this one's definitely got us all talking, the old game shows. What was the one with the chip? Not sure. Oh, Les Dawson took over from Terry Wogan. All right. I could never remember which. Well, obviously I've got it wrong way around. Blockbusters. Can I have a pee, please, Bob? You're not listening now, are you, love?
No, sorry, I am. I'm just doing something.
Mum was a big blankety blank fan with Terry Wogan. She was blind. She enjoyed listening to it. We think she'd fallen asleep, only for her to shout out an answer.
What about The Weakest Link?
You see, that's a more modern one. We're talking about the old game shows. Catchphrase. Oh, yeah, I like catchphrase. Say what you see. Oh, yes, what Jim said on Bullseye. Yeah, that's it. Take your pick, Huey Green. Used to like blockbusters. Red, no worries. You have a really, really good day tomorrow. And please do let us know how your first teaching day went, even if it's just nipping into the group if you're in there. And just, you know, stick your head round the door and say hi. We'd love to hear how your day went. Name that tune. Yep. Teresa, just getting my first experience of DMC satin. I have to say I'm not liking it at all. Yeah, I'm not a fan. If your hands are sweaty or moist, or you've used a bit of hand cream, they slip and slide, and no, I'm not a fan of satin threads. I'm with you on that one, Teresa. Most definitely. Do we have password? Not that I can remember. I don't think we did, but I know that they were big in America. A lot of game shows big in America. Jeopardy, password, Celebrity Squares was big in the USA, wasn't it? I was a child during the series, so I liked Funhouse, Finders Keepers, Get Your Own Back. All those age me. Lowland slipping and sliding just on the needle. Yeah. Perhaps you'd have to do what I do, Teresa. What I tend to do is just loop the thread round the eye of the needle so it doesn't slip off. You know, just a single sort of granny knot, and it stops it slipping off. And you might just find that you're able to do a few stitches. But I've got a kit that's all satin threads, and I'm kind of loath to start it. It's one of them that's been sat in the start pile for ages because keep looking at the threads and think, they're going to slip and slide everywhere. Not a game show, but I love watching Prisoner Cell Blockade. Yeah, that was a good one. What was the name of the one with the big pink marshmallow thing? Oh, you mean Mr. Blobby? Noel's House Party. Yeah, give that a whirl, Tracy. You might find that it just holds it on enough to do a few stitches, but for me, like I said, I'm loath to. I've got this big project, and it's a full coverage that's in satin, and I'm loath to do it. I've worked a little with satin, says Ashley. If it's okay if you do a couple of stitches, but I wouldn't work huge sections with it. Yeah. What are you working, Teresa? Is it a sampler, or is it a bigger piece, or do you have lots of satin to put in? Full coverage in this stuff, no way. Yeah. That's why I keep looking at it and thinking, do I want it or not? Or shall I just, I don't know, stick it on eBay or something? Do I dare? I am a DMC cotton threads kind of girl. I don't like metallics. I don't like Krynic. I don't like light effects. I've worked with the ones that have the metallic shot through them, but are mainly cotton, but are more like a pearl thread. I can't remember what you call them, but yeah. Interesting to hear about your game shows, but I have the feeling that I'm the only Canadian in this chat. I wouldn't be so sure, Kelly. There might be a few of your fellow Canadians pop in. What kind of game shows do you have over there, or did you have back in the day that you don't see anymore? A full coverage in this stuff? No way. It's Magwayan Bella Filipina. Ah. Oh, at least it's not a full coverage then, Teresa, thank goodness. Stitches wax. Yeah, stitches wax could help. I'm hoping that there's not much needed, or fingers crossed. I was looking at some Vela Filipinas at Floss Friends Retreat, but you know when you're looking at something and you think, I need it to shout at me. I didn't look through many, but what I saw, there were nothing that really shouted at me. But I suppose it's because I'm spoiled with doing lots of full coverage. Hey, Katinka. Favourite comedy series? Girls is Only Fools and Horses. Ashley says, Kelly, you're not. She's Canadian. Kelly, Catherine is also a fellow Canadian. So there you go. Jeopardy. I'm not really a game show person. Gladiators, yeah. Hey, Ashley Stitching Corner, live in BC in the Fraser Valley. Ada is also another Canadian. Ebony, I started a project with a toile the other day. Let's just say I threw a tantrum, threw it away and restarted. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Teresa. It just didn't shout at me quite loud enough. There were some nice ones there, but nothing that sort of really made me think, yes, I have to have that. Maybe I'll have a look at the retreat in February, because I'm going to the retreat at Rotherham, the Floss Friends Hints and Tips one. And there'll be vendors there again, so maybe I'll have another look. Because next year I will be starting at least 12 new projects.
You will.
And there may be some extras as well along the way. We'll have to see how we feel. Gail, I love Only Fools and Horses, as well as Vicar of Dibley, Porridge, Butterflies. I have an old-fashioned sense of humour. Yeah, I have to agree with that. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone. Finally got to make it to a live. Welcome. Hope you got some stitching and a drink, and I hope you're ready to chat. In Stitches with Ebony, there were plenty of swear words that evening. I can imagine after our chat earlier, Ebony. I can imagine. Teresa says, Ebony, I could have my own tantrum at this rate. Oh, bless you, Teresa. Lately, so Silver Stitches, she's found the Big Bang Theory funny. I've never been able to get into that. Andy's a fan, but I've never been able to get into it.
How can you not like Big Bang?
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said I'd never been able to get into it.
How can you not get into Big Bang?
I don't mind Krynic. I use that silicone stuff, Thread Heaven, a small blue square box. I think Thread Heaven is about as rare as hen's teeth these days, because they stopped making it a while ago. I've got a big chunk of beeswax, which I got from... Oh, crikey. I think I went to a Christmas fair in Manchester a couple of years back. For a Christmas market. I got it from there. And the guy said to me, I went, oh, beeswax. And he went, don't tell me you're a cross stitcher. 12, not quite all full coverage. Some of them are full, but not as in the stitching's full, but it's not like a square or a rectangle. They're like a shaped full coverage. 9 of them are Gecko Rouge kits. 1 Pain-Free Crafts, which is not full coverage. Another Heaven and Earth design, and a Chilton. We're planning on starting 1 a week from early January. So yeah, I must be mad. I've got 7 ones on the go at the moment.
You're not mad.
I'm stitching addicted. That's the trouble.
Sweetheart,
I would have had that name, but somebody had already got it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
I do not swear, says Silver Stitches. I growl, though. Well, I do both. Okay. Teresa Little Stitch, you're a better woman than me. You're doing great on Magwen. I have maiden of 2 bat. Ha ha. So I love seeing your progress on that. Kelly's had a little box of thread heaven since about 1996. Yep. I've got one somewhere knocking about, but I don't know where. I don't think I've seen it since I moved house. And we moved into this one in 2011. So it's been a while. Michelle, yes, I have coffee and my head sal mushroom number 2. Lovely, lovely. Silver Stitches have some fake silk thread stamped cross stitches and beeswax will help. Yes, wow, indeed, Teresa. And I've got a few non-full coverage kits to look at as well. I've got a Nora. I've got at least one Mirabilia, which I've had fabric and chart for ages. The Nora's been fully kitted for ages. I've got a map that Andy wants me to do, a Lincolnshire map. And a few other odds and sods as well knocking about. And I have to get my stitch on next year, I think. I wish Larry felt the same way about my stitching addiction, says Ashley. He's always blaming me for starting new and not finishing old stuff. I've gone blurry. Yeah. As long as my stitching's self-financing, I don't think Andy's too fussed, are you, love?
No.
Plus, you know, I work, and as I said before, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and the bin goes out more than I do. So if I can't have a bit of cross-stitching, it'd be a poor job, wouldn't it? Ebony started the year with 11 full coverage. Now I've over 15 and still more to start, and even more if I make you do it. She sleeps.
Nicola made me do it. Isn't it, Nikki?
Kelly, I do swear the YouTube does the clean version. Yeah, we do the CBeebies version here, what we call CBeebies version. And for those of you that don't know, CBeebies is a channel dedicated to the under 5s. So we definitely do the CBeebies version here. Otherwise, YouTube would demonetize me in a trice because honestly, I've got a gob like a fishwife when I get going. There we go. That's the northerner in me, I expect. Kelly, my husband tinkers with computers and goes fishing. He says nothing about my quilts or cross stitch. In April 2025, we're going to Maui for our 30th anniversary. Wow. Well, Maui sounds super. Enjoy that. Teresa, more than enough to keep you stitching now, Lel. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Unfortunately, I have to do 35 hours of work a week. But trust me, anytime around those 35 hours that I can underpin for stitching, I do. I stitch before work. I stitch on my lunch break. I stitch after work. I work from home. So, you know, I've stitched on buses and trains and trams and in cars and all sorts of things. You know, and Andy says I look weird without stitching in my hands. So who am I to argue? And Stitches with Ebony says, Silver Stitches, I started 3 years ago. I have 2 regulars, size and colour. Oh, keep going blurry. 1 regular max and 1 supersized max colour and over 70 patterns on Pattern Keeper. Wow, I've got like 24 on mine and I think that's full. When should I start She Sleeps? Whenever you're ready. And not that I'm enabling you or anything, but you know, if a start calls you and She Sleeps just happens to be that start, then, you know, come on. Let me just try moving the camera again to see if it helps. It does sometimes. Oh. Wow, Silver Stitches, I'm too scared for supersized max colour. Nah, I've got 2. And 2 regular size max colours too. Go on, Ebony, you want to do it. You know you do, you know you do, you know you do. Not that I'm enabling you at all, in any way, shape or form. I defo do commute stitching. Yes, It's fun. And, you know, when I go into the office, I go in the office once a week and we have a break area for lunch and I go and spend my hour down there with my stitching. I'm still waiting for somebody to come and say, what are you doing? I'm sure they will one day, but they just kind of walk past, you know, trying to pointedly not look at me as if they think I might be embarrassed to see them watching. But, you know. See you later, Kelly, lovely. Thank you for joining us. And hope to see you Wednesday if you're about. Life can be messy, says Ashley. So why deny ourselves simple pleasures? Absolutely. Oh, cracker, I did well there. Completely split that stitch. There's ball tip needles. You're not supposed to be able to split blocks, but I can still do it. Sunday is chaos for Enid with husbands, kids, dog and cat. It's chaos here with everything like that as well. Hey, Oodles of Stitches. Welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I will get her tonight, says Ebony, and kiss her up and start her next month. Yeah. At the crew retreat, no less. Brilliant. I'll be watching. Silver Stitches, you are like the lady in Father Ted. Go on, go on, go on. Yep, Mrs. Doyle, that's me. I don't mind if you blame me. I'm not fussed. It's always good to get chatting, get doing these things, and yeah, let's get some stitching done. Still back stitching, oh bless you, Oodles. It won't be long and it'll be done. What's next though after the back stitching's done? That's what you have to look forwards to. What's the next thing? Oh. Oh, nice cup of tea. Oh, I'm enabling you to get envy. Oh, well, it's a Labour Day sale, so no finer time, is there? I think the next one, once envy's done, the next sin would be gluttony. That's the blue one. So that'd be a nice change from greens into blues. But obviously I've got to get this one done yet, and I'm only just over a third through. My favourite is Lust. Yeah, that's the reds and burgundies. Or is that the reds and pinks? No, one's reds and burgundies and one's reds and pinks. Do not forget to give our Nicola the thumbs up or the A up sign in her language. Yep. Indeed, you are spot on, Silver Stitches. Hey, Karen. Hi, almost forgot you were live. Glad you're still here. Yeah, I sure am. And Teresa's in here as well. So I've got royalty in here now, haven't I? Teresa and Karen, two of the biggest floss tubers, you know, that I follow. And slight fangirl moments, yeah. Andy's laughing his head off.
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose you can have.
Oh, Gluttony's pinks. Yeah, thanks, Silver Stitches. I'm mixing it up with Sloth, aren't I? Which is the blue. Like a Wally. How you doing, Karen? I know I saw that you've got your glasses back. I'm back able to stitch again. It's fantastic news. Has anyone in the UK had a go to site for DMC? All of the ones that looked at charge 99p, which is scandalous. Yeah, anyone have a go-to site for DMC for less than 99p? DMC for 99p in the UK is about average now, I think. I usually use Lakeside Needlecraft for mine, and she gets hers to 99p, but there are a few others around that do it for a bit less. Next new start will be Autumn Waltz. Says Stitch Pfeiffer, come on. I'm starting Scotland Quaker Flag from Vivsters. Threads for you is about 90p. You're working on your hard hanger, Karen. Lovely job. Oodles, Caroline's the name, Stitching's the game. There's loads lined up, more shoes, Halloween and an Art Deco lady, and the zillion others I have in my stash. Oh, we hear you on that one. If you didn't have zillions in your stash, are you even a cross stitcher? You were starting the flag on in November. Is that the one that Patsy finished? The Saltire? Before I went and enabled her with a load of Country Magic stitch charts because I was naughty. My grandmother came from Lancashire, lived in Cumbria till she died. She was northern through and through, so I like to think I am northern, although I do prefer ketchup to brown sauce. Got to be Henderson's here, where I am. Henderson's Relish. I haven't got any. I have to get some next time I go shopping. Yeah, it is the same one as Patsy, so pleasure from start to finish. So you'll have a good time with that one, Stitch Pfeiffer there, Kay. Super job. I would never have gravy on my chips. Why not? Nothing finer than chips and gravy. We like chips and gravy up here, don't we, dear? Oh, he's got his headphones on. Pity you've completed it. We could have done a salad. Oodles, I'm a northerner married to a southerner. He defected to the north. My ex-husband was a southerner who also defected. And he's remained up here, actually, even since we divorced, which I was quite surprised at. But, yeah, he lives his life how he wants to live his life, eh? Love chips and gravy with the battered sausage, says Ebony. Proud northerner, definitely. All these foodie delicacies. Look, Cheryl loves cheesy chips. Gail says can't beat chips and gravy. In Michael's in Canada, you can have DMC for 79 Canadian cents, which is about 44p. Right, who wants a road trip over to Canada? To Michael's? With an empty suitcase and fill it up with some DMC. Patsy, get on Skyscanner. Silver Stitches doesn't like gravy. Plenty of other stuff to put on your chips. My mum's English, but used to say that when she married my dad, that she became a Scot. All right. My ex-husband was born in Bedfordshire, not far from Luton. And when we moved up here, one of the local kids decided to call him a Cockney. And, you know, my husband had never lived anywhere near the East End. He was like, that's hilarious. Curry sauce indeed, Pfeiffer, definitely. Patsy's on board, right, road trip to Canada. Lynn, who's crazy sister, said she'd put me up, so I always pop across and see Lynn, eh? Stop by my wedding, then pop over and get some DMC, yeah? I'll do that to my husband too, he's from Berkshire. I spent some time living in Buckinghamshire, just kind of between the two. Mind you, it's a bit of Hertfordshire in the way. Silver Stitch is born in Luton. Funny, isn't it? I was born and raised here where I live, where I currently live in Rotherham. But I lived in Essex for a while, and then I lived in Buckinghamshire for a while, got married, and then brought a husband from the south back up north. And I sort of stayed back in Rotherham, and then when we split, he moved on elsewhere in the north. He's still up in Yorkshire. But his parents live down on the Essex coast, but I thought he would have perhaps moved back with his parents, but apparently not. Perhaps he never lived anywhere but Ayrshire. I think if you don't, you know, certainly in sort of this day and age, if you don't spend a little time living away from home, you kind of the odd one out, because so many people do it now, don't they? Move your distance away from where they lived, from where they were born and brought up. Wish I could film a flash tube, but I'm not sure if I'm qualified or if people would want to hear about my boring life. Do it, do it, do it. That's what I would say. Just do it. Born and raised in Fife. Dad was from Angus and mum from Huntingdonshire. Brenda, it's amazing DMC is made in Germany for sale in the US for half of what you buy in Europe. Yeah. Hey, Mum and Pop. Hey, all you cool kids waving in from Nova Scotia, 24 degrees and cloudy. How you doing, Laura Lynn? Did you get everything done that you wanted to get done in the quilt shop? I know you were busy in there yesterday, weren't you? I thought DMC was manufactured in France. I think it is. DMC is France. It's Zweigart that's in Germany. I lived in the same house I was born in. Blimey. Yeah. So there you go, Silver Stitches. Ebony says you should definitely do it. Flash Tube has brought me so much happiness and new friends. Yes, and I've still got to sort out looking at a map, haven't I, Ebony?
A map?
Yeah, I need to find some place in Manchester where we can have a day meet-up.
Oh, right.
85 Fahrenheit in Colorado, and to be honest, I'm over summer, but it doesn't usually get cold here until nearly Halloween. We haven't had a summer this year here in the UK. It's been dreadful. We have had rain. I don't think we've had a full week of nice weather. It's a gorgeous day in Nova Scotia today. Lovely breeze here in Truro. I did. Well, we did. Boys and I. Drywall is up. No mud and tape yet, but it's a step forward. Great stuff. Sounds like it's coming on a treat there, Laura Lynn. Look forward to seeing when it's complete and what kind of a new space that you have. Be fantastic. Portugal is DMC is €1.25. Holy moly. Patsy, it was nice here yesterday. That's been my summer. Oh my God, remember that flush you did in the hotel and it was like 40 degrees? Yes, I do. I definitely do. Do you know what is funny? I was only thinking about that a day or two ago. Oh.
They're off.
They're off. I don't know if you heard that, but Hannah's just said to Lauren's in the bathroom, hurry up, I need a wee. Yeah, I remember that every day. I was thinking about it because we was like, oh, for the 40-degree summers. And I thought, yeah, I did a floss tube in that. Ours was yesterday. Gorgeous day. Then today was back to dull and grey. Now it's raining. We're under yellow warning for thunderstorms today and tomorrow, flooding advisory. Yeah. They've been saying about thunderstorms here for the last day or so. So, but, you know, they keep saying about thunderstorms and then we never see one. More likely to have fireworks than thunderstorms around here, I tell you. No summer at all. Thunderstorm here at the moment, says Gail. Yeah. It's just, you know, they say, oh, we're going to have hot summers. We're going to have, nah. And, you know, what's betting in here in the UK won't be long and they'll be going, oh, there's a hose pipe ban because the reservoirs are low and we're running out of water. You're right, Silver Stitches, definitely what's and all, especially when the girls start. They've both been quiet because they've both been upstairs. Hannah's been in a room. Lauren's been in the bath, but Lauren has been in the bath now above an hour. That is one heck of a soak. I'm afraid if you come onto this channel, then you definitely have to sign up for Keeping It Real. Our kids don't mess about. Yeah, she definitely is. You know, Lauren, she's 15 now. Lauren taught herself to swim. You know, she did absolutely amazing. We went on holiday when she was like 6 and she was like in the little pool. And then she went into the big pool and taught herself to swim. And not doggy paddling, proper breaststroke. Not breaststroke, yeah, breaststroke. Because she just saw other people do it and copied it.
Clever girl.
She was very clever. Hey, Angelique. How are you doing? Welcome. Yes, Laura Lynn, I absolutely agree. Swimming definitely is a skill that everyone should learn. Because you just never know. I always loved swimming. I used to love sea swimming when I was a child. When I was younger, we used to go on holidays to North Wales and we used to go sea swimming. We used to have to avoid all the jellyfish. It used to be fun. Happy memories, happy days. All quiet on the Western Front up there. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Angelique.
Don't speak too soon.
No, I'll try not to speak too soon, lovey. Have you got some stitching with you? What you're working on? Oh, Hannah had her nails done as well. And yesterday, because I got fresh DMC 917 manicure. I was picking out some threads for She Sleeps yesterday, and I was like, my nails are the same colour as 917. I taught my boys to swim when they were about 3 and 5. Yep. I can swim, but I could not pit myself against the ocean. Yeah. I only stayed shallow. Wherever I could still, my feet could still touch the bottom. My youngest is 6'3" and swims like a fish. Need a fresh cuppa? No worries, Laura Lynn. The MC here in Sweden is $214 or 193 euros, says Anna Karen. So I only buy it here in case of emergency. Otherwise, I order it from somewhere, usually Casa Sinina, because of the good shipping. I go swimming in the Pacific Ocean, but more bay type scenario, not the open. Yeah. I bet they cost more than 99. Yeah, definitely. But hey, they are my treats. Yeah, they're the one beauty thing I do because I don't do makeup. I have my hair cut once every 6 weeks and I have my nails done once every 4. Although it's been 3 this time because of Lauren having to have hers off for school. So yeah, it's a bit of a treat. Makes me feel all girly and nice. I am not Moana, who is Infinity with the Sea, or Ariel, a mermaid. Yeah. I love hearing about your lives in England. Maybe I'll get to visit there sometime. I hope so. It's a great country. We have lots of quirky stuff. Lots of stuff that if you're coming in from overseas, especially if you're on a different continent, you absolutely would not be used to. We have our own ways. I've been on lots of ships, sailboats, outdoor motorboats, ferries, and once a Coast Guard inflatable freaky thing. Canoes and rowboats. All right. Everyone needs a treat, indeed. Brenda, Anna try cross-stitch corner in Germany. They are cheaper than Casa Sinina. Oh. I learned about Cornish pasties today. Yep. Did you learn about the history of them, Enid? And why they were shaped like they are, and the original people who used to have them? And why they were made as they were? I have an affinity for lighthouses, seen quite a few. Yep. French fries and gravy is one of them. I'll give it a try. Hey, wait until if you get to Scotland and you're going for a deep fried Mars bar. Mars bar is, if you don't know, it's a chocolate coated bar with nugget and caramel coated in chocolate. And in Scotland, they coat it in batter and deep fry it. Here, there's controversy if people include carrots. Yeah. You know, Mars bar, great. I forget if they exist down here, but I had them and coffee crisps up north.
Coffee crisps?
Mm.
What's a coffee crisp?
I wonder if she means toffee crisps. I'm not sure.
I was going to say toffee crisp, yeah. But coffee crisp, that's a new one on me.
You've never tried it, Patsy? Oh, blimey. Right. Okay. Oh, I've done it again, Mr. Flipping. I confess I love deep fried food. I'll probably die from it, but who cares? Yep. Coffee crisp is the best thing I think you can find only in Canada. Oh. Yeah, definitely check that, Anna Karen, if you can save a few coins. Oh, I hope we're having a bit of a row upstairs. Here we go. Right, I know what I've done. I've missed out that stitch there because I'm a Wally and need to add one there. There we go. One of my regrets is I didn't have a deep fried Mars bar when in Scotland. Nerdy Stitcher likes aero bars too. Yeah. Aeros are quite popular here, but you know, my favourite is a Freddo. It's my go-to. How we could talk about these snacks. Oh gosh, come on, forevermore, couldn't we? I like baklava, but it's very rich, just a little. Yeah. Somebody was talking about that the other day. I can't remember who it was. Is it all quiet on the Western Front?
Yeah, I just went to go to the toilet again for the millionth time today, and I noticed the window was open in there, so I've shut it. And I tried to ask Hannah who opened it, but that resulted in a mouthful.
All right, okay. She's grumpy tonight then.
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh dear. Grumpy girls.
Just Hannah, I think, Nikki, that's the problem.
Sunday night, she's probably a bit tired, actually.
Well, that's probably about right, but even so, I need to snap a bit.
The thought of deep fried chocolate bars makes me feel ill, and not one for mixing sweet and savoury, the only exception being applesauce with pork and mint sauce with lamb. I have to agree that deep fried Mars bar is not appealing to me either. But some people like it. I quite like watching. I don't know if any of you've seen on YouTube sometimes Lad Bible. They have like when American people try English snacks and vice versa. And they're quite good, actually, the reactions to them. Yeah, they can be quite funny. Because if you can imagine, you haven't got a clue whatever it is you've been put in front of you is going to taste like. And then, you know, you taste it and it's great. But everybody likes Greg's sausage rolls. Everybody likes Greg's.
Greg's sausage rolls. Well,
like the backbone of this country now. They're like the baking world's or the takeaway food world's transit van, aren't they? They're like what transit van was to road transport. Yeah, it's funny. I was talking about fireworks. I can hear them going off outside. Isn't it funny? It's almost like they heard me. Brendan from Fox and Rabbits was trying Japanese treats on their flush tubes. Gail, yeah, we understand completely what you're saying, so don't worry if you add in an extra letter or two, okay? Yeah, we absolutely understand.
Understand what's right now.
Well, Gail suffers from seizures,
Oh,
and sometimes her texting isn't 100%, but it's fine because we get you. We're all friends here anyway. I watch a show on YouTube called Jolly. They're two brothers that travel around the US and try various restaurants. Oh. There's an American guy who came across to England, Brandon, the garbage disposal. And he actually sat in a Greggs and ate 15 sausage rolls, one after the other. And then he was staying in a Premier Inn, and he went to try the breakfast, which in the Premier Inn here is a buffet breakfast. And one of the things that he was trying was crumpets, and he was not a fan. But he didn't realise that you have to toast the crumpet first, and he's the kind of guy that says, if you're going to do something stupid, make sure you've got a camera on you, make sure you're recording. And he was trying this crumpet. He's like, oh, that's horrible, and he hadn't even toasted it. So, because you can't get the full flavour from a crumpet, can you? Without toasting it. Heartburn for a month, yeah. Why? I think he just thought it would be a good idea. But, like I said, do something stupid, put a camera on. That's his catchphrase. Yeah, it's quite funny. The Jolly Brothers on YouTube are from England. I'll have to look those up, Grace. I bet you now it's been mentioned in this chat. YouTube will start suggesting them to me.
Oh, yeah, that's
what
YouTube does.
Yeah, phones listen to you, don't you? Don't they?
They do.
I don't click on anything accidental on Facebook these days. Click on anything accidentally and you get their adverts for a month. And, every time I have a birthday, for the first few weeks after, I get the funeral services. I'll be like, oh, you're marvellous, you lot, I might have hit another year older. That doesn't mean I'm quite ready to shuffle off just yet. Do you know how much this costs? Do you know how much that costs? Blah, 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 blah. And you just think, oh, my days. I think we're hitting peak in here, guys. We've got 61 people watching tonight. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I must be boring to watch Slosh Tube and Time Team. Oh, I watch all sorts, me, on YouTube. I'm binge watching, though, on Netflix at the moment. Do you remember the series Lost in the early 2000s? All 6 series are on Netflix. I'm binge watching that at the moment. I'm a bit behind on YouTube. Reporting ad and you get inundated. Yeah. I used to think I was haunted till I was told that. Yes, I remember watching Lost back when it first came out. Me and my ex-husband would watch it, and we both of us, every episode, would just look at one another and go, where is this going? Yeah, it's quite a good series. It's quite funny though. I was watching an episode the other night and something made me jump. and I jumped out of my skin, and I jumped out of my skin, and Andy jumped out of his skin because I was watching it on my headphones, and of course he hadn't got a clue what I'm listening to. And all of a sudden, bam, there I am, jumping out of my skin, and Andy's like, what on earth? I'm like, oh, it's all right, I'm just watching something, you know, somebody got blown up and it made me jump. Just casual, like, you know, somebody got blown up, made me jump. But it's fine, everything's fine. So funny. Is it one of the earlier episodes where they find some dynamite, and there's a science teacher who's saying you've got to be very, very careful because it can go off at any moment. It's very unstable, and he doesn't even get to finish the word unstable. Boom. And I knew it was going to happen, but then I weren't expecting it, and it made me jump out of my skin. Yes, that's right, Kate, it is. It's the series where that they're killed off and then they come back, and yeah. And it to and fro's between then and now kind of thing. Past to the present. It was quite something. I seem to remember. We did enjoy it. Yeah, Lost was good. It did drag on. Yeah. Watching Silent Witness at the moment, that's some upsetting scenes in it. Yeah. It always seems to do so, Silent Witness. It seems to be a bit... I stopped watching it because it just was a bit too much for me. It's like the bit in Jaws where the guy's head comes out the bottom of the boat. I know it's coming, but it gets me every time. Yeah. Oh, somebody's going past the house, either singing or chatting on the phone. I can't work out which. If it's singing, it's very out of tune. I'll tell you that much. You all right over there, my love?
Yep.
Enid's missing pierogies. The variety in the frozen section up north. Oh dear. Are they easy to make? Could you make them? No, I'm talking to me on my laptop. You're all right. It's not the same down here. There are like 3 varieties. Well, okay, still at least we have some. Oh, I've got a couple of bits to show you from my thread on the group. Let me just grab my tablet. Loving the colour palette in Stitching. Yeah. Lots of lovely greens in this one. Greens, blues and greys. Right, let me find Ye Oldie Facey of book.
Ye Oldie Facey of book.
Yeah. So I've got a couple on the thread. I've had my Freddo.
I'll go without Freddo, you.
Come on. Simply a Stitcher and Friends. No worries, Leslie. We'll see you Wednesday. Oh, Cheryl, I'm going to show that one. So let me just shift that out of the way a little bit. So this is Cheryl's Disney cross stitch. So she's done up the left-hand side and all across the top there. That's huge. It's enormous, that, Cheryl. Looking amazing. And that is the piece itself. Beautiful. Let's see what else we got here. Right, listen. This is no good if the cat's falling asleep during my stream. Wake up, kitty cat. And look at this gorgeous finish from Kay. Long dog sampler, love at first sight. Absolutely amazing. No worries, Silver Stitches. We'll catch you next Sunday, but I shall be here for about another half an hour. Let's see. Catherine, who is working on Fergus. Look at that. Aren't these super? Loving that. That is gorgeous. Let's see. There's Ebony. Visit on Together in Paris. 15%. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You're all super talented. Yes, that Highland coat is gorgeous, isn't it? So Kay, during the live stream, is working on the kitchen. Just blow that up a little bit. Wonderful. Oh, Ashley. What a gorgeous stitchy spot. You've got everything there. A brew, your stitching, television, and an autumn scene in front of you. Perfect. Okay, so Katinka is working on Butterfly Port Mauve, artwork Jenna Della Grataglia Maldonado, 10 stitches on 22 count hard hanger at 50.15%. That is amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Colours in that butterfly are astonishing. Okay. And there we go. Here's another project. This is Dagmar. Afrikaans Hits by Toka Raver. Full coverage beaded project. So this is one that's not cross stitch. It is beaded. That's amazing. And she also posts a picture of what it'll look like when it's done, which I will show you as well. And that's what it'll be when it's done. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. You're so super talented. And thank you all of those that have shared pictures in the group for me to show. And if I've missed anything, or if you want me to show something, shout up. Catherine says, Hobby Lobby in the US, DMC is 53 cents a skein. So there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you're all so clever. It's so nice to see these stitchings coming out. It definitely inspires to get people, well, certainly me, and I don't know about others, to think, wow, you know, oh, mine could be looking, you know, that good or that close to a finish. I'm going to crack on. Makes me want to stitch quicker. The one with the butterfly would go nicely with She Sleeps. Yeah, it probably would, yeah. Are you trying to enable me? Has the boot gone on the other foot now? Yes, wow, indeed. You know, some super, super work in that group, you know. So if you're not in the group, go to the pin bit at the top of this chat, click on the link and join, because honestly, some of the stuff in there, some of the stitching is amazing. It's only been open a day. And you guys have already shared with me some absolutely amazing stuff. I'm living vicariously through your stitchings. You all right there, dear?
Yeah, I'm just laughing at you saying you're living vicariously through stitching.
Yeah, I am. Because I'm on a no new start year, aren't I? Much as you try and persuade me not to be on a no new start year.
I won't win that.
You certainly will not.
I've given up with that.
I don't think you'll have many more bets with me going forward, will you, dear? Because I usually win.
No, my wallet can't take it.
Yeah, I did say, didn't I, this time last year? Well, was it last year, last Christmas? Your wallet would be crying. Yeah, absolutely superb. And you know, I'm so pleased. Yeah, I don't mind people sharing links to their work, or photographs, or a favourite floss tuber, or a stitchy business that they recommend. You know, let's just share and, you know, share out all of it, share as much as we can with each other, because it's how we learn, how we grow, how we get to discover new people and new things. You know, I'd like that group sort of to be a one-stop shop, you know. Who do we recommend for fabric? Who do we recommend for treasures? You know, some of my favourite Etsy designers. All that kind of stuff. Be lovely. Where did I get Sailing Fair? I looked on Haid, but I can't find it. That's because it's not a Haid one. It's Pain Free Crafts, Brenda. And it's a Nadia Strelkina design. So if you go to Pain Free Crafts, and you'll find it on there. Is my stitching good? Mr. Show and Tell. Let's, allow me. Let's just get rid of Pattern Keeper there. Because I did have this one open in the hope that you'd come back. Come on. So here is Silver Stitches. Come on, where are you? It was just there. There it is. Bygone Summers. Artwork by Josephine Wall. 2,000-ish stitches in. Or is it exactly 2,000? That's the mock-up. There we go. It's looking beautiful and neat. The 20 count's doing
rather well.
Yeah, over 2,000 stitches. Super job. Oh, open the right pattern in pattern key, probably all right, wouldn't I?
It would help.
Yeah. I don't think stitching She Sleeps into Envy is going to work somehow. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Hope this rain stops so I can put the bin out. Yeah, it's ours turn in the morning as well. Did you all see that thing in lockdown?
What?
When people were like getting dressed up to put the bins out. It was a worldwide thing that people like put on a fancy dress or a ball gown or tuxedo or whatever. You know, get dressed up to put the bin out. Guess it kept people amused during the difficult times. Yeah, it would be interesting, wouldn't it, Patsy, to stitch She Sleeps into Envy? Yeah. I've done quite well on She Sleeps. I think I got 1,100 stitches in it yesterday, which was great. Because obviously I was out until sort of 11 o'clock in the morning. And a few bits and bobs that I had to do in the afternoon. I worked through some of lockdown before I retired on medical. Yeah, I remember you saying that before, Gail. It's when I started working from home. Now we'll see if I can get close to 3,000 this time next week. Oh, everything crossed. Definitely should aim for it, sub stitches. The rate I'm stitching She Sleeps, the completion is December 2026 at the moment. I think it's about an average of 110 stitches a day that I'm doing on her. I've got a model stitch this week as well. I've got the thread for it, but no fabric yet. So I'm expecting that hopefully in the next day or so I can get started on that. It's another little cutie piece. I miss my area, but I'm hoping to get back. Oh, fingers crossed for you, Gail. I can certainly tell I'm doing colour changes. Yesterday I managed 1,415 stitches. And today I'm struggling to get to 400. Yeah, I had a lot of colour changes yesterday. In fact, I'll show you. I've got She Sleeps right next to me. So on She Sleeps, I was working on this flower. It's like a Christmas rose, what I call a Christmas rose. And the confetti in it was insane. It was absolutely awful. But then I started putting in on this bit here, which is all pinks, much easier. But this was just awful because I had from about here, this side of it to fill in. Oh, and it drove me crazy. But I persevered. I got it done. Look at me in my sexy hoodie and pyjamas.
It is a sexy hoodie and pyjamas. Don't you say otherwise.
I have to get my stitching comfies on a Sunday night after the bath.
You do.
I hear footsteps. I'm very comfy, Patsy.
Andy,
Hello.
Hey.
you notice how you got this in my room?
Is that Mum?
Yeah, that's mine.
Well,
Mind you, she might fit in it.
maybe.
There's not. I've just been thinking ten about it. There's not all that much of a difference, but there is a clear difference.
Yeah.
When you look at the size comparison.
Andy's just decided to pass shall we say, an upper item of my underwear to Lauren. It definitely doesn't fit. Well, it kind of does, but it doesn't. Can you pop it back in the bathroom for me, please?
I'm going to do, but Andy,
Hello.
would be a good idea to check the sizes next time.
all right.
Eh,
Wind your bloody neck in.
oh my days. It's good fun in this house, to tell you. Oh, Lauren and Hannah have also been invited into the group so that they can check in and have a nosy, and they can also update you on Hannah. Well, Hannah can update you on a diamond painting. You right, baby?
Yeah.
Lauren says hi, I think. Yes, there you go. Has Andy gone all red?
I'm
No.
all right. No, it doesn't bother me.
He's used to being outnumbered by girls. Did you enjoy your over an hour long bath, Lauren?
An hour long.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was literally just sat in. I was literally just sat most of the time.
Right. Andy came down here at 7:30, and at 8:20 is when Hannah knocked on the door and said, "Oh, I need to go spend a penny."
It's only because when you're in the bath, you end up taking longer because you just sit and you soak.
All right.
Whereas
Okay.
if you're having a shower, you're not taking them long. You're not soaking.
Well, Kate and Patsy both say hi. And Gail.
I'm nailless as well.
Yeah, Lauren had to have her nails taken off yesterday back to school.
Sad times.
Hannah Peterson. No, not quite. She didn't make it in time. I tell you, if ever we move house, we're moving to one with 2 loos.
I agree.
Yeah, in case Andy stinks out.
No, in case more than one person needs a loo at the same time. Thank you.
Or someone stinks out.
Yeah, but let's just, be at least polite. Thank you. Oh, dear. I know we like it raw on this channel, but not quite that raw. She's a right, isn't she?
We love her.
We put up with her.
You love me.
We put up with you
You love me.
taking the 5th.
Grudgingly.
Poor old Andy, outnumbered. 3 women and a cat.
Andy's always outnumbered.
You go turn the light off in there, please. Thank you. Are you still in here, Teresa? How are you getting on with that satin, if you are? Not sure if you are, but do let me know how you're getting on.
If I'm correct, that's envy.
Yes, it is envy, though. You're right. You could always resort to chamber pots. Nah. Nah. Oh dear. You all right, kiddo? Oh, yes, back to school this week, so you have to start and get into bed early to get up early. Hope you've got everything ready.
I'm probably not going to be able to get out of bed on Wednesday.
Oh, you'll be fine. I'll make sure you get out of bed, trust me. My brother's a male cat for company, but otherwise he's surrounded by girls. Yep. Andy doesn't even have the male cat.
No, he has a female cat.
He has my stepdad show up once a week. And even then, Dennis normally sides with me because I cook.
And then when Granddad comes over, we've got the dog as well.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Pulled my thread off the needle. Yes, just starting to get into swathes of skirt now on this one. So the next few, well, the next sessions until I get to the bottom, it's just going to be lots of block stitchiness on this skirt, I think. But I suppose with block stitching, it'll go quick. And if it's my Sunday stitch like today, I'm approaching 1,500 stitches. So if that was the only one that did that, nah. That would be the door shut, definitely. I'm surprised it's still on its hinges. Still got plenty of you in here. It's lovely. I'm having a bit of a record-breaking night tonight on this stream again. Absolutely fantastic to see so many of you here. And some of you joining for the first time. So we're Andy tip-tapping away, typing away.
What?
What? I'm just saying that you're tip-tapping away, typing away. Busy, busy.
Not really.
Doesn't sound like busy fingers to me.
I'm doing so. I'm not really. I'm not beholden to do.
Oh. Yeah, but you're still busy doing it, aren't you? Okay. I told Hannah as well, Patsy, that you're also in that group. And I said to her that, you know, you wanted to see some of her diamond painting progress. And she's like, oh, okay. I think she's done a bit more this week, actually. Not 100%, but I think she's done a touch more. All right, if I could thread this and not actually just drop the thread, wouldn't it? Yeah, it does sound busy, doesn't it? Andy says I can't type fast.
I can't.
Sounds fast to me.
Well, I'm probably quicker than I used to be. But...
For sure. I did like to, the more when I got them, so looking forward to seeing them, some of them done. Yeah. It'd be nice for her because it'll give us a place to share them rather than dragging them out from my floss tube every week, won't it? These are the top folds. There's a fair bit of black in this skirt, which I was quite surprised about. But, you know, what it's like, once you've done it, the charting makes sense, doesn't it? But a few when I've looked at them and I thought, it doesn't make sense, this, what I'm doing. It just looks like a blob. And then once you've put in the last few stitches, it's there. I just posted my stitching on your Facebook group. Oh, I'll go and have a look at that, Grace. Let's have a peek. Oh, Beds and Blooms. Let's just move my stand out. Come on. Beds and Blooms, 8% completed. Shift my light out of the way. Beautiful. Another very popular piece, Beds and Blooms. 8% done. And for those of you that haven't seen the mock-up, there we go. Fantastic. Beautiful progress there, Grace. I love green, which is why I want envy so bad. Yeah. Hey, Ned. It is gorgeous, Beds and Blooms, isn't it? Oh, come on. Come on. Thank you. I've seen a few people who are doing that. But thanks so much for sharing as well, for everybody. participation is for me what makes this. Hey Maria, how are you doing? I've got Envy on the go tonight. Just over 35%. Just busy stitching some of her dress. Thanks, Grace. Is that the only one that you've got on the go at the moment? Okay. We are almost there with this stream, folks. We've been going for almost 2 hours. I'm so sorry, Maria, I know you've just joined us, but the replay will be there for you to catch up. Yeah, first full coverage. It won't be the last. I'm sure one or two of you will be chuckling at that. It definitely won't be the last. I think with full coverages, once you start doing them and you realise that, you know, you don't need to do back stitches and quarter stitches and, you know, half stitches and so on, people do fall in love with that, the simplicity of it. Oh, no worries, Ebony. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're around on Wednesday, we'll be doing it again. Going to catch the replay today, super late to the party. No worries, Naomi, welcome. But yeah, definitely there on the replay. And for those of you who are just joining us, the link to the group is pinned at the top of the chat. So please do go ahead and join the group and you can share your stitch of progress with me. So that is a wrap for me. I have done 419 stitches. Which is dead easy when it's block, you know, which is, you know, block stitching 1/1 full cross in nice lots of rows. It's, you know, it's great. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Thank you ever so much for coming in, for your participation and for sharing on the group as well, as letting me know in here that you've shared too. I will see you guys next on Wednesday for another live. But if you're not able to join me on Wednesday, I do the floss tube on Tuesday. I've got a stitch with me on Thursday and a stitch with me on Saturday. And they will be chat and ASMR respectively. So super duper. So thank you all so much for joining. Take care, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.